First time I see Swapsy Feral Druid. Snupy on the Ellie, Swapsy on the Feral Druid versus Elswave, TJ, and JT. This is cool. Seeing someone like, I don't know, like Swapsy Shaman main just going, or Warlock, going Feral Druid.
And TJ, at least in
Let's see
Europe,
here.
this guy does the highest damage of any Feral I think I've seen.
TJ pumps hard.
TJ gonna go up, and you can see it here already on the damage meters. TJ definitely leading the charge.
See, Swapsy, first time I think turning Feral. Can he make it happen? Wonder how much practice he's had. And Drive Overload, man, they are so locked in on the F Impala. Like they play this comp so well.
Blinks around there to avoid it.
And Ellie versus Frost Mage. I don't know about this.
So we'll see. He's caught up in a full stun, and could be.
But if Phoenix Reborn are bringing it out, surely they're confident in it because they have so many things they can play. So
here they got Swapsy's Trinket and TJ's Trinket in the initial exchange. So swapping to the Feral Druid's definitely on the table, and they're pressuring TJ quite heavily. Zpy lobbing in Lava Burst and forcing the Heart of the Wild. Nice wind shear on that Cyclone. It's really fast.
Hex here.
Active, so
doesn't land. Last one, TJ.
He's going to stun TJ and try and prevent him from casting one of those fast Cyclones again as well. TJ just opting to keep his bleeds up. A lot of times this Feral Druid is just...
Here we go. Mame on Swapsy here. Ice Wall.
Clones, but Ice Wall comes down.
Not really much happening here, though.
From his team. They're both getting rotted down. They stun Zpy. The wall finally falls.
Nice clone on Swapsy. Swapsy's doing well, man. I mean, he's pumping damage.
Conservatively, I think the main game here for Phoenix Reborn is to win on mana.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it.
There we go. Mame TJ skin is used.
Fire here from Elswave, and Elswave is playing that Shimmer talent, so definitely can find some crowd control out of thin ice onto Numbless.
Snowdrift onto Numbless here. Maybe some false to see. Look for clone, does not get it.
TJ stops the Cyclone from being casted. They stop the Polymorph as well. Now Zpy caught up in a hodge. Numbless is able
also
to
with the precog. TJ and clone now.
Back into the field, and so surprisingly, Swapsy is keeping up with TJ here.
Bring back Plunder. They have to, right? At some point.
Meantime,
like a new map or something.
A lot of punishment forced straight out the Astral Ship.
Zpy getting blasted, guys.
Nice stun here onto Numbless, continuing the chain.
Look at the mana, guys. Look at the mana, though. If Phoenixes live this, they will win mana eventually. Asheville, yeah, that could be cool. That could be really cool, actually. Zpy, but the pressure, man. Here we go. Mame TJ gets bopped out instantly.
Perhaps they're going to be able to force his Burrow. Numbless is trying to line of sight, but he's into the Hammer of Justice. He has a Divine Shield. They overlap Divine Shield and Burrow. And I'd say in terms of momentum, Drive Overload have a lot more control in this
is bubble from Numbless too, man. Yeah, this
Numbless is still ahead. So I'm wondering
kind of rough in every way except for mana for Phoenix there.
Because technically, they're winning on damage. Technically, you know, they're ahead on a lot of fronts, so you would think that JT would be ahead on mana in this position.
Zpy could be trouble. No wall.
For a drink here. He's kind of behind the
he's kind of fine.
Behind that pillar, he's drinking.
JT drinking up.
Gulp, big gulp, back up to where Numbless's mana is.
Yeah, now mana's pretty much even, actually. It's pretty huge for them.
Not healing for even just a couple of seconds. It can.
Here we go. DB, Sheep, full Sheep Numbless. Zpy in troubles, no wall. Trinket sack from Numbless. Elswave, though, kind of low, too. Kick lands. Zpy with the precogger. Oi.
Yeah, and that was Numbless last.
Guys, JT getting blasted. Mana's going down quick. Guys, JT.
So the next time he gets
dude,
Zpy could be in
Zpy started proccing or something. I don't know what.
There for a second. I'm just trying to avoid that Snowdrift. They need to punish Elswave more. This guy's playing
full clone now. Beautiful cloner from TJ.
Do damage, don't die. Like where's the punishment onto this mage? They've swapped to Numbless, big damn connecting here. Potentially they're going for the kill, but they don't have the icy.
TJ.
I'd like to see them maybe wait a little bit longer with that swap. They could have potentially been able to take him down, but I guess they had to because of the forbearance there.
Zpy has wall back now.
Gonna at least use his dwarf.
But yo, TJ now, no skin. He has wall, but no trinkets. Lay also used Swapsy on trouble here. Gets stunned. Lasso. Yo, Fax was good, man. Yo.
Beautifully done there by Elsewhere.
What is up? What is up? Hey, thank you, Fox. Hey, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you too.
And lassoing one player and the other, managing to stop all of the damage in that position. Now looking to blast.
Been through a lot. We have. We're still here, man. Yo, speaking of 42-0, I think it's soon time, but it's gonna be very hard because like 2.2K's top 50. But yeah. Surely we can do it.
Well, TJ looking for a Cyclone, trying to fake cast and interrupt here. He's not going to.
Dude, it's gonna be so hard actually.
Low on health. trying to go around the pillar. Elsewhere,
Guys, numbless.
Dragon's Breath breaks early. And he manages
in some
to
trouble.
that crowd control chain. Now Zeepai's trying to kite away from the snowdrift as he's caught in that
Maybe he's gonna do it in skirmish, Fox. We're just gonna send it into skirmish. You got a new character? Oh, hold up, wait, that okay, dude. Yeah, that could be something.
Swaps off the bear form. Tossing full bleeds up.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a gamba.
Real quick, but TJ gets caught. He's going to trade Bark.
I won.
It's just nobody is safe in this matchup. Both teams are not afraid to go after anyone. And now that
dude, Swaps are doing super well on the Feral, man.
Become really difficult to recover from.
Pumping damage too.
And here comes another swap onto Numbless.
Hex.
While he has that sacrifice
He's kicked.
Zeepai, kind of taking double bleed damage right now. TJ pushing for the divine shield.
Like that. I mean, it's gonna be hard to rate it, but I'm down to try.
A little bit too far away there from his healer, JT. On the
I'm down to try.
Side here, tied on mana, but
guys, drive overload is kind of melting right now.
Well, now Swapsy is going to be the next target on the chopping block.
Hard not to. Okay. All right. So
could be very dangerous. He fake casts a kick of Swapsy. They stun Elsewave though, and they're pushing for the ice block here potentially. But Elsewave able to just get bopped through that, doing a lot of damage here onto Zeepai. But the Astral Shift is good. It blocks most of it. JT just
give me 2 billion nuts. That's a lot.
Trying to sit down for a drink.
That's a lot of nuts, man. That's crazy.
There's too much damage happening right now. I don't think either one of these paladins is ever going to be able to get a drink in this matchup. Numbless now trying to
here
around the corner. Elsewhere looking for the double blink. Sheep finds it there. Numbless going to just trinket out of that one. There was 2 blinks committed to that. He feels like it's worth it, and Numbless should be able to recover his team once again.
Well, JT got a drink at like the 1 minute mark, and that's the only reason I think he's still ahead on mana in this position. And maybe just that one
kick on Swapsy.
Could win him
full hex on JT here, guys.
Hex. Where's the decurse? No one's getting it. It gets a little bit late here. He manages to recover.
Nice call on TJ from Swapsy. Huge.
Keep the pressure up on Numbless is going to be so important, but TJ is cycloned. Swapsy bashes JT. Full bleeds are loaded up onto him. He's swapping over to the mage to get full bleeds on the mage, and that's the name of
the
lasso. Who doesn't have bleeds? I need to apply them and keep dots rolling on as many targets as possible. Now he's going back onto JT, maintaining that rip. Trinkets out of the stun to stay aggressive, but he's not going to go behind the pillar as he pulls back with TJ, getting bleeds up there. We see a Dragon's Breath. Elsewhere blinks in. Does he get
TJ in trouble maybe? I mean, Swap's in trouble too, though.
Is trying to escape. He gets caught in the front.
Does have skin and wall. Elsewhere, ice block.
He has to block, and suddenly Zeepai and Swapsy, their damage is starting to sink in, but JT is there. He's got Avenging Wrath. They might be able to turn it around here with some big heals and really start to put the pain on.
Guys, they're both super low now, man. I mean, look at this right here. JT bubbled. TJ's dying. Dude. Phoenix Reborn with the Ellie Feral. But they're also in trouble, though.
It's still anyone's game.
They are in big trouble.
What are you going to do in this position? He's going to trade out the Astral Shift. He's trying to get away from TJ. Look at
there's a wall, guys. JT is nothing really. TJ's wall, his skin. Both have been pressed.
Numbless has some work ahead of him. They get a beautiful kick there into a bash onto JT. He's going to
We're 8 minutes into game 1 right now, man.
Now trading his defensive cooldowns. Elsewhere could be forced into the
will TJ fall? Elsewhere also slow.
Stone form racial. He still has full HP. Numbless has a blessing.
Both healers almost Zeepai though in trouble here, guys.
Doesn't have any more big cooldowns.
Has cut away. TJ scared to push in now. He's low. Full hex lands onto the mage. He trinkets. TJ though will be going down there, I think. So low, guys. Damn. Dude, Phoenix Reborn with the Ellie Feral.
Claim victory.
Against TJ, man.
Beats
TJ is one of
drive overload.
I would love to see Drake versus TJ because I think Drake, at least in North America, is like the highest DPS.
That is insane.
In EU, I think TJ is holding that title for highest DPS Feral. So Swapsy comes in on Feral Druid for the first time.
Of course, team with the Feral loses. Yeah, true. It's crazy. Buff Feral.
And he's keeping up with them. He's keeping pace with them. They battled it through. And watch what Swapsy does here. He shapeshifts while he's in the snowdrift. So every time he shapeshifts, it stops the snowdrift from
that's smart.
Stun him. So he's dodging it by shapeshifting multiple times. He doesn't get stunned, and then he can keep up his aggression.
Nice.
Guys, that was really impressive from Phoenix, man.
Rampaging with damage towards the end here, and that's the thing is like
Ellie Feral. That's a comp that used to be really good for a bit, but you don't really see it much nowadays. But yeah.
And also, it depends on when that damage.
Yeah, Tutski, thank you so much.
Swapsy was more behind than that. At some point, he was like 50, 60
thank you
behind TJ on damage, but I think Swapsy, he's just been molded by dampening at this point. He's played so many deep.
Yeah, that's kind of clever. Like you can shift in the snowdrift. I don't like think about that either. But yeah, it takes on stacks and that's sick.
I don't know, something just unlocks and he just bleeds everyone. Like as soon as he started doing that, their team just had infinite pressure. He just bled JT. He trinketed to like reapply his rip. He went.
That was really good.
Got his bleeds up back on TJ. Kept triple bleeds up for as long as.
Yo, keep it real. I think you know how to do it. Yeah. Hold up. You gotta press the thing that it should be there. It should be there. I think at least. I believe that's how it works.
With the Snowdrift, I didn't know you could do that, but
Nerf Feral, buff Feral. I know, Matty. True.
In and do damage, whereas normally the Snowdrift is gonna push you out for the.
What up, Cyrus? Yo, man.
And then you have to run back in, so you lose up.
Guys, hook point, smaller map.
Tricks as well that you can
Drive overloads pick. Guys, if Drive loses now, they will go out in round or in top 6, which would be kind of crazy. I mean, at this point, one of these teams is going out in the lower. I mean, it's a lower round, so.
I feel like we've seen Feral, Holy Paladin, almost with every single.
Yo, facts. Yo, what? Wait, what you talking about?
I don't even know what the best version is, because prior to this, I was like,
what?
Mage looks absolutely disgusting. But now, after that came, I'm like, Feral Ellie actually. Well, it's kind of annoying playing Mage and casting into an Ellie. I could see that. And at some point, like the Earthshock lottery comes in.
I wonder if Drive will try something new.
And, yeah, you just rock a jackpot sometimes.
And then you got.
I wonder.
Shadow Priest, is that the best Feral caster comp? And then you got Waz's team who plays Feral.
Love is blooming in the chat. Let's go.
Games off of that. So like, what is the best caster? It's really, I don't know. Like it's like I said, like in the current meta, there are.
Dude, will Drive try mix it up? I wonder.
When it comes to the mashups, it seems like it just comes down to whoever's playing better.
Yo, Relsa. Yeah, I don't know, man. They gotta buff him or something. I don't know what's happening with that.
They want to go to hook.
It is kind of weird though, like seeing this many Feral Druids in the it's kind of weird. But
maybe
we take those. We take those. Yo, Relsa, good luck by the way, and well done and good luck on Sunday.
There's no chance they're gonna mirror.
Guys, they mirror it, man. I mean, Elswave is an insane shaman as well. Drive overload.
We were talking about Z-Pi coming back.
Ellie Feral mirror.
He's the great dawn of
Interesting. That's cool.
Elswave comes out of solo shuffle, molded by the shuffle.
That's cool.
He's gonna challenge Z-Pi after Swapsy challenges TJ on Feral Druid.
What is going on?
This is interesting.
I mean, Elswave, he is an insane LA shaman. Like this is not something that
it's like his main LA.
Mage, however, he picked up Mage when the AWC season started. He picked it up like on that week, you know. And you know, if you're watching, you might think, oh, Elswave is a Mage main. He's not.
What the heck, fuck?
He's been playing, I think, Demon Hunter and LA Shaman as his two mains. Basically, Dragonflight, he's been, you know,
like he's probably more comfortable in Ellie, but they didn't have as much practice with this though.
You know, up there on the Ellie Shaman, it's kind of like the old.
Yeah, it's over. I mean, it's like what you have to do. You get a small nerf, you have to pretend it's all over to get buffed again. You know. I mean, it's just how. Yeah, it's how it goes.
Been playing it for a long time, whereas it looks like Swapsy. I mean, we've seen him play Boomkin in the past, so at least he's played Druid in the past, but I don't think we've ever seen him actually play.
Yeah, Swapsy, I don't ever saw him Feral, yeah.
Up until just this week, so that's interesting to see from Swapsy. And I think both healers, you know, it's so funny as well because Numlis, he used to be a priest main, and so did JT, and now they're both holy paladins. So,
but everyone's just re-rolling, like, I would say or not re-rolling, but you know, picking up.
I don't know.
Like priest got to pick up paladin as well.
It's not by much. And
people picking up Feral Druid, people picking up Shadow Priest as well. Actually, I don't know if it's really picking up Shadow Priest.
They did try to mirror streamers.
Like all the Shadow Priests are probably SP mains for a long time.
Composition last week, so I'm not sure here.
But people going Frost Mage also.
This is gonna be an exciting one for sure on hook point as well. This is gonna be a bloodbath.
May the greatest FPS win.
That's how it is. Yeah, that's how it is. There's very few teams that I mean, like you have to do it if you really want to compete.
Just pure raw.
Like being able to have Holy Paladin and Disc Priest, or being able to have like, you know. Yeah, like having options is so important. And I mean, it would be kind of boring if, I don't know if it would be boring, but I think it's a good thing that top players, you know, have to play multiple things. I think it's cool. Of course, if it's too heavy in a certain meta, then it might be a bit annoying to watch if it's like the same thing always. But now we're getting a comp we've barely seen, and we're getting mirror off it, of the Ellie Feral, which is cool.
He made his Feral Druid 2 weeks ago, so Swapsy looking good for a 2-week Feral, but Let's see here who is going to be the king of the damage. TJ leading the board right now, and Zipa actually
Was that F tier on the enhanced Frosty game?
But it gets interrupted there at the end of that precognition. Now Elsewave.
Oh, salty. Agree with that.
So many lava bursts.
Oh my god!
It's gonna be Numless.
Oh my god, guys, Numless.
Almost dying there. Actually going for the lay on hands. He's on forbearance. They could just ride Numless
Jeez.
here, but at the same time, look at Zipa. He's dying as well.
I mean, his opener was kind of crazy from Drive Overload.
Down defensives here in just 1 minute. Not even 1 minute.
Yeah, I think Phoenix Reborn, they took the brunt end of that exchange. There was a stone form, 2 medallions. Whereas 2 medallions on Elsewave's side, but he's
Tremor?
Astral shift, and it's really whoever.
I actually don't know why he's playing Tremor here.
Ends up winning in these kind of dot matchups, and they actually
maybe it's like a UI bug.
He's trying to swap to the Paladin here with a Hammer of Justice. JT's
or maybe he forgot to change talents.
Some help. He's trying to dispel Flame Shock and stay ahead of the pressure here as well. But it just seems like Numless is getting attacked way more frequently, and that's why Drive Overload have this huge advantage. Look at JT; he's having so much fun pressing Holy Light behind the pillar when no one's even looking at him.
He's in a meme.
Numless is screaming. Elsewave is just following him around.
Tremor clones, yep.
Winsure cast at any moment, and they could just pounce. Zipa gets caught in a Hammer of Justice, nice dispel, but Numless hits a Flame Shock with that and takes a huge hit of damage as well.
I think JT and Numless are both priest mains, right?
Game right now. So I think Swapsy finally realized it. He's going after the Paladin.
Holopala is so nice to man. I played H-Pala Feral Shadow Priest for the first time. Like first time I actually played with Holopala this whole season, and man, it's just so nice to be healed by Holopala.
Stone Bulwark totem there coming
it feels
out.
good.
Zipa as well, another defensive being popped. They get a Cyclone.
Clone out to JT.
And that's going to be potentially what could save them. I feel like this matchup looks like a solo shuffle lob at this point. It's just everyone is just farming damage onto everything. Zipa finds the wind shear there onto JT behind the pillar on his Tears Deliverance.
I mean, Drive Overload are leading on pressure, guys. Swapsy in trouble. TJ in trouble too, maybe though. Actually, TJ is super low right now. Lane has used.
Zipa going for Lightning Lasso gets interrupted as well. Elsewhere, in the meantime, trying to bully Numless. Numless trying to stay ahead of the damage, trying to get the dispels out. JT looking for the Searing Glare. Here comes a swap onto Numless.
Bop onto Elsewave.
Follow up though. Beautiful denial there. Elsewave gets bopped.
JT just like pressing things to the man. Bop and lay. Used in a very short sequence there. Swapsy in trouble. Skin and trigger Swapsy and sack and wings. Full hot JT. Numless in trouble. Zipa in trouble too, man. So much pressure now. From Drive Overload.
So much damage, but Numless has the healing to deal with it, I think, for now.
Oh man.
He's trying to cast. Elsewave is stunned. He doesn't need to deal with Wind Shear, but it looks like TJ is just right there waiting to go. He's getting full bleeds. Another Rake stun comes through. What's the incarnation? Cool.
Like Phoenix are a bit on the back foot here.
Is going to be lost. Swapsy's trying to go on JT, but he's met by a Hammer of Justice.
Oh, to the Swapsy.
To a Maim stun. Could be a bop here. He's trying to be greedy. He makes it.
Ooh, guys, DR last on Elsewave. Decent pressure. Zipa low though. Swapsy kind of low. They're all kind of low. Zipa no wall. Bash here. Numless dying too. Bubble has to be pressed there.
Is that even going to be enough? Avenging Wrath is rolling, and he should be able to pick his team back up. But at what cost? He's now so far behind on cooldowns. Swapsy is trying to make a push onto JT once again, but JT seems to just be blocking him off. He's not finding any momentum there. He comes back onto Elsewave, but Zipa is still getting destroyed. They knock him behind the pillar. Elsewave knocked out of position and forced.
This looks so rough, but they also have good pressure. Like a few things go right, and they can force bubble and everything now. But Numless dies maybe though. He's so low.
Zipa saves him with 2 healing surges right there, buying his team a little bit more time, and Zipa's utility is keeping his team in the game.
Beautifully done there by Zipa.
Still holding on. We got 2 bobs. Wall now.
He's instantly gonna pop it as soon as it comes back off cooldown. Now they swap back onto Numless. He's bled up. He's behind the pillar.
There's a bop.
He's got no way out. Actually,
yeah, Zipa needs to proc some lava right now or something. I don't know. Guys, TJ in trouble though. Maybe. Maybe not. Nice clone from Swapsy onto TJ though. Guys, Incarns are back right now. Swapsy incarnating already.
His Avenging Wrath is ending, but
TJ incarnating also.
Lay on hands here coming up in 5 seconds. There's the trinket though coming out from
Hex now. Doesn't get it.
Elsewave getting blasted here around.
Zipa in trouble, guys. Might be it. Sack is used. Wings are up.
He's just dying. The sacrifice is not even gonna be enough here from Numless. That's gonna be the Stone Bulwark as well, but they just swapped to Numless on the sacrifice. So much damage coming out.
Swapsy all dying, man. Swapsy's wall might need to press a Bobby used. Swapsy walls as well.
Dying in the midst of that. Finally gets a cyclone onto TJ, but it cost
everyone's going down.
His survival instinct, his whole spellbook basically at this point, and JT meanwhile is just chilling here on the other side of the map.
Swapsy's trying to get after JT, but again, I think it's too little too late. Elsewave
I feel he can still do this, man. I mean,
Elsewave is an open target. He's got the stone bulwark.
Here we go. Hodge bash. Nice Hodge. Lava burst. Dior lasso.
Lightning lasso. Zeepai trying to carry this game for his team. Swapsy jumps in, but it's not enough damage. JT is starting to recover, but at least they're back.
Damn.
Everybody is
All right, the next Incarn, someone has to die, I think. But actually, Phoenix could just die before that. Mana's very even. I think Numbles a slight lead. Swapsy though. In bear form, Heart of the Wild back in 3 seconds.
2 seconds away from his Heart of the Wild. 1 second. And he's likely going to have to pop this. He's going for a clone, but he gets kicked on it. That can be devastating as he jumps back.
Heart now.
Heart of the Wild pop. Frenzied
Regen.
Trying to recover in this position and stay in this game. But Numbles gets hit by a Repentance. JT secures crowd control for his team.
Zeepai so low. How is he alive? But nah, it's over.
It's not enough to stay alive.
Damn.
And drive overload. Absolutely destroying the meters in the mirror.
That was rough. Guys, now Phoenix, they went the LFL, they won. Drive overload mirrors them and wins. Now what?
It's like the scouter. It's the Dragon Ball Z scouter. And like
now what?
It went over its limit and it just broke. It's on the floor. It's busted. Okay, drive overload.
Yo, what Fox?
They even got the sneaky crowd control. Like that Repentance definitely won the game from JT at the end of the game. You'll see JT gets a Repentance on Numbless. So I said it wasn't about crowd control, but I swear that was literally the game-winning moment. Crowd control was I think in just a moment from here, JT cast.
I think Phoenix might change it up again now.
Yeah, that Repentance definitely sealed the deal, but I feel like
they could go Windwalker early.
It's a lot easier to get that Repentance off when the whole enemy team is.
They have played that a lot before with Houston on the Windwalker.
And your team is just farming. But yeah, it looks like Elsewave actually broke details here.
That is an option.
He did, but TJ definitely pulling ahead of Swapsy in this one.
It is always on this maps that Ellie Shaman bugs.
Down to targeting JT.
It's always hook point, I swear.
I think that was the big difference here in this one. I think Numbless was bullied from start to finish, and Drive Overload kind of pushed on top of him early on and kind of just held it down on the side of.
I don't know, man. 1-1 now.
Able to kind of do the same thing to JT. They tried a couple.
Because now Phoenix Reborn picks map, or yeah, they get map pick and comp pick, right? Like they pick the comp after Drive Overload.
Even further, so I wonder how this matchup is going to to develop here. Are we gonna see?
I think Drive locks the same thing, and then probably.
Is it gonna be a matchup that goes back and forth? Are we gonna
Phoenix changes comp, right?
Same mirror.
What's doing negative damage is bugged. Yeah, UI bug.
Honestly.
Yeah, can we go back to the damage board? I missed it.
There was a big Paladin gap, actually. One of the Paladins had like an extra 20 million damage, and the Feral Druid had an extra 30 million or 40 million. So, like, right there, 20 million, 60 million, 70 million more damage.
Lot more damage.
Pretty even. Zeepai actually got 20 million more healing. So that evens out the 60 million damage to only a 40 million advantage. But then Swapsy also had more healing too, so now it's like a 30 million advantage.
It's like a game of momentum also, you know.
Deeps, less healing.
I hope I was good. Yo, man.
Zeepai had more
what up?
His Nature's Guardian procced on CD the whole game.
Probably. So we're going to Ashmane's Fall.
Oh, it's off cooldown? Oh, proc. Okay.
Drive going comp first.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's see here.
I think it really was mostly about just like getting on top of the enemy healer and just never letting go. So it is interesting though to see like how this mirror played out.
I mean, it could be a mirror matchup again. It's possible.
For TJ, like
but if Drive picks like the same code now, like does Phoenix think that they can win that? I mean, it was quite.
I do think that the TJ diff.
It was quite a big difference there.
Also, Zeepai had some really nice saves in this game, like defensively. Like the one moment on Numbless, he was dead there. With any other early shaman on his team, he's for sure just dead on the ground, you know. But
right there.
Was able to extend the match.
I think he pretty much always plays it.
Into lasso that they did.
To be honest, most Ferals do in threes, and it makes sense, especially in like this kind of comp. I think you pretty much always play it.
Not this time.
In like SP Feral, Ellie Feral, or even like Mage Feral. Was Big Mage the only hunter? The only hunter? I think so. Last week, yeah.
Blind?
Yes.
Would they really be afraid
if I'm not mistaken.
It seems decently well rounded.
Definitely the only survival hunter. That's for sure.
Maybe Houston being tagged in on like a BM hunter or something.
You really
think LA BM hunter? I think LA BM hunter beats LA Feral.
The BM.
I don't think so.
Dude, what about Ellie Windwalker into this? Or am I trolling?
They're really thinking about it. I mean, I feel like they were.
There's no comp locked in so far, man. What is going on right now?
And just make sure they don't have an answer first.
What does Drive lock in?
Maybe it's the map. Maybe they don't want to play it on big maps because it's going to be way harder to kind of go after and bully Numbles like that.
I don't think you care.
9 more seconds.
Yeah, I mean, I think you do it as well. I think if you're driving, you just knock it in, and at least then you will see, okay, Phoenix has an answer. But maybe they've already wargamed, maybe they know. Timer is
okay, same comp from Drive Overload.
It in again.
Alright, Phoenix, man.
Phoenix, what do you do?
They're gonna swap, right?
That means they have no better option.
They go Ashman's full.
Is that where you want to be? Do you want to be going? Do you want to just play out the series as a mirror into TJ with Swapsy's 2-week Feral? By the way, it looked really good, especially for a 2-week Feral. But TJ has a couple of decades on Feral compared to Swapsy. You know, he's a little bit older of a cat.
Yeah.
Guys, I think we're getting Windwalker Ellie.
It's hard. There's a lot to manage. You got blood.
This is my guess.
Mechanic, you got to track. You've got combo.
0 rets? Yeah, no rets. Kara is on a team. Old and bad, but he's not played it yet in the tourney.
Rip in this instance, there's so many little calculations you have to make on a Feral Druid that add up over a 7-minute game. That builds you such a huge advantage. So it's very difficult to just log on it with limited time against somebody who's put the mastery into it. So Phoenix Reborn are running the clock a bit here at least.
Man, I actually wonder what they're thinking right now. Like,
maybe they would have
what do you do?
In this instance or something?
Because I think that matchup is gonna go well. I mean, maybe they could just like lock in more and
all that preparation,
do it, but like that whole game was kind of one-sided. So
like a couple, maybe they can win with the knock strats on a bigger map is the only thing I'm thinking, because that's the only time they really got pressure was they knocked Elswave behind the pillar once.
Yo, Windwalker Ellie. I want to see the matchup. Windwalker Ellie versus Feral Ellie.
As far as trying to get kills, and maybe that's the key.
Yo, logging off.
Look at where Elswave is standing.
After,
like,
sorry.
Standing in melee range of poor Numbles the entire game. He's probably auto attack.
DH, yo, DH Feral.
What's happening?
What?
I was thinking,
guys, Houston on the Demon Hunter.
I wanted to be Swapsy in favor
Hold up.
of Houston, but what?
I mean, guys, maybe they're gonna run the Paladin.
Just destroys the Paladin.
Ayonuni, take care.
No, like Demon Hunters used to counter Paladin.
Take care, man. Yes, dude, maybe just run the Paladin. That could be something here.
Maybe there's some weird world where they just run the Paladin down faster. Yeah, but then the map doesn't make sense if they were gonna set up for a cleave. So maybe they
like, the thing is, like, when they picked map, they did not know what comp Drive Overload would go.
Let's lock in Houston DA.
What up, Lael? Yo, how you doing?
This all the way through because locking a melee cleave into a ranged on Ashamains doesn't make any sense after the draft is completed.
I think Phoenix Reborn is not
sure
of what to do in this position, because before the game when I asked Numbles like, oh yeah, do you think you win? And he said, oh yeah, it's a 50-50 matchup. He was definitely talking about Feral Mage into LA Feral, I guess. I don't think he was talking about this. I don't think he expected this from Drive Overload, and now I don't know. I think they're just throwing whatever they can at this wall.
I don't think we'll see any Guardians today either, but today I will hang out your Twitch either way. Yo, what up, Kentagard? Yeah, I don't think we're gonna see any Guardians either.
I feel like this Demon Hunter is getting chopped up. Like I don't think there's many ways around.
Not a series, guys.
This Demon Hunter is a big liability.
So many different Feral comps in the series.
He's gonna be bled the whole game.
Holy moly!
I don't know. I feel like Demon Hunters, they don't pack that same.
So I can't believe going Feral DH though.
Houston, of course, being phenomenal at it. He has a chance to make it happen here. But what is even the strat here, Sid?
I think you run the Paladin, dude. I swear, Demon Hunter Feral. You just high mobility.
How to play solo and Feral Druid?
Full gas pedal to Paladin here.
Usually a lot of kiting, a lot of bleeding, landing good clones, and roots, man. Roots are massive. In my guide, I kind of talk about the general playstyle, which also, of course, applies to Shuffle as well.
Chasing down Numbles,
and also getting good pressure, like having good momentum is very, very important.
Houston's trinket. Elswave is taking a decent bit of pressure, but Houston's trying to go after JT. Can Swapsy get there? He needs to support the Demon
Yes. Can they kill the Pala with a DH Feral? Let's see here.
He gets Vortex back in on the ground. It's a little unlucky for their side there to knock him in the Vortex.
Also dots, yeah. I mean, if they get have uptime on the Pala, maybe. Or like uptime in general, I guess.
He's getting Cyclone.
Full clone on Houston now.
I would say so far it's not looking very good for the Demon Hunter.
It's not looking too great as Numbles is getting blasted down to half HP here. Darkness drops for Houston, and immediately they're gonna get that big cooldown. They're gonna Cyclone Numbles on that Darkness. Now they're going after Houston. He's caught up in a stun with no defensive cooldown.
I want to check the builds after this game.
Peel's coming out there from Swapsy. They catch TJ out of form here.
PSF Snoopy, it's time.
They force the sacrifice. They swap on the sacrifice. This could look good here onto JT.
It's gonna cool like now because we get like comps. We barely see like DH Feral versus D or Feral Ellie.
They will get the lay on on hands though, so still.
These are not common comps right now.
He's getting absolutely blasted. There's the blur coming out for Houston as he ducks around and tries to turn the pressure back.
Yo, Elswave guy's in trouble, man. Yo, Phoenix Reborn actually doing good damage here.
Down to half HP, but JT once again.
Yeah, it's D's for every game. Yeah.
Save the day. Houston now sitting to a clone. Lightning lash onto Numbles.
There's a holy pot of Feral every game. That is true.
With a kick, and Numbles is going to be able to stabilize and get around the corner.
Elswave is actually weaving.
But to be fair, like D's Feral is very different from like Mage Feral or whatever, you know.
His astral shift preemptively on the stun here. It could have been.
Guys, this is crazy, man. Dude, look at his damage. Elsave's taking the walls used.
He's going to pop Heart of the Wild and get some big regrowth in a second here. He's jumping over towards the Paladin, getting bleeds up. They have decent pressure right now, actually, as Feral Demon Hunter.
Guys, Elswave in trouble.
He's not completely out of this. He drops a stone bulwark,
Kick.
Sends him away with the static field, and he's still getting pressured. Stun now onto JT.
There's a meme.
Stun onto Swapsy. JT trinkets out to make sure that Elswave is
Full con Swapsy. Swapsy trinkets this. Jumps back.
Like the last at least like 30 seconds has looked pretty solid. He's got Metamorphosis. He's jumping on JT, who just trinketed. He's going to be off stun DR pretty soon. He's ramping with the I-beam. Swapsy's controlling the DPS with stuns, so Houston can have some free reign, but he's caught by Hammer Justice. He's going to trigger that right away. If Houston is just full gas pedal, but he gets.
What was that one lovely, lonely balance? Oh, Corky.
In the meantime, it's JT being raced by a Demon Hunter in the back.
Guys, dude, Houston just doing the most damage now to JT.
The moment, and JT at this point in time, JT is struggling because Swapsy has full bleeds on Elswave, full bleeds.
Look at this man.
He's swapping to JT probably in the near future. He stuns TJ. He's moving over to JT.
The Feral DH.
It's gonna be so hard to heal this.
The dream.
Yeah, I feel like they're playing
Elswave. Bubble. Sack.
And the sacrifice is working out.
Swap's in trouble though.
Behind enemy lines into a stun lock, but manages to survive there with the bark skin. And actually, it's kind of working out this tag team cleave. You have Houston popping meta onto JT, getting massive pressure onto him after a period of time, and then Swapsy opens onto JT.
That's crazy.
And then Houston controls the DPS. So this kind of tag teaming back and forth.
Swap's in trouble though, kind of low.
Is netting them some big cooldowns.
The hunts.
They're ahead on cooldowns, and they're ahead.
Not yet.
Mana. This could actually
went
work.
through.
We might have to
It did.
up our works right now. Houston Demon Hunter looking absolutely bulletproof in the matchup. They force out the
Kick cone gets faked.
As well.
They double kicked. That's what it was.
Out as it does get decursed immediately.
I think
it does break there, but look at Elswave still taking a lot of damage here, down to 50% HP. Swapsy just loaded up a fresh round of bleeds here onto TJ and JT as well. So his damage is really going to start sinking in here as we get deeper into dampening.
Dude, I really want to see D's Feral win this.
He's trying to drink on the corner there. I think
that'd be cool.
Take some mana, but his team is in shambles. It does. They have Avenging Wrath. I don't think the tracker is accurate here.
Here we go. Short Hodge on the Fusion.
He's so happy about
They're in trouble though, man. Here we go. Fusion going in. The most damage. Triple cleave right now. Swapsy is getting all the pressure right now, guys.
JT doesn't have a lot of options as his Avenging Wrath just became available. Static field on Houston. Back
Teach in trouble.
Into the clone. They stun Houston again for good.
Guys, Incarns are back now. This is it.
Team back from the brink, and now he's got to get some distance. They're still right on top of him.
Train Sicily on the Incarn. Nicely done.
Not sure if
If we're going to see TJ now on his Incarn, that'd be crazy.
Full onto JT. Swapsy's getting bleeds up onto Elswave. He's got bleeds on TJ. It's cleave pressure onto the DPS, and now he's swapping.
JT in trouble. Bubbling out for Novelist. JT also with the bop.
Likely going through this. They imprison him on his Celestial protection. They swap back.
Swap's in trouble though. Maybe he has skin up. TJ in trouble, guys. He's so low.
He might need to trade the bot, but he can't. He's cloned. He's coming out of it in just a second. Sacrifice comes through, but now they're just going to swap to JT. And with that redirected sacrifice damage, I don't know if JT can make it out of another situation like this, Eco.
Oh,
dude.
Damage is absolutely
Sack is up too. JT in trouble. Seconds now. Tears Deliverance. Nice kick.
Get Cyclone. Swapsy lands a beautiful kick there onto JT. JT has recovered. But look at TJ once again on the back foot. No cooldowns available. TJ down to 20% HP. Huge damage, but the blessing of protection.
Damn, guys. The JT in trouble right now. I mean, he's so low. Just bop on TJ. JT might just die here. Lane has used.
But it looks like he will recover.
No more CDs though. This is so fun to watch. Actually, I love this.
The next Metamorphosis, I think, is
DH Feral. I mean, Fusion's pumping, man.
In their back pocket, mana is still in the lead for Numbles. He's got his trinket rotated back up. He's got his lay on hands. I don't see any openings here for the Eli Shaman and the Feral Druid. Meanwhile, Swapsy loading up another.
JT is nothing. TJ has nothing. But Numbles dies in a.
And it will. What is going on? That looked so good there.
Damn.
Falls.
Just tripped at the finish line there. Incarn's coming up. 28
Oh,
seconds.
that was looking so good as well.
Seconds. JT is just screaming like he lived like two minutes of just straight pain. They were just about to win. And
what happened there?
Just falls over. I think was he on forbearance because he had lay? I think he could have trinket lay. I'm pretty sure trinket lay on hand. So. Unless he was on forbearance, I don't know if we were following him at that moment in time. Like he's got a bop right now, and his lay's coming off cooldown. So
that is tough, man. That is tough.
For anything, because that's the only thing that would have put him on forbearance at that instance, and I don't think that he did. TJ tries to go for a clone, he gets stunned. I'm just watching Numbless because obviously that's like.
His Numbless is trinket back now, and he's not on forbearance, right?
They're just winning the game, and right here, like he didn't bop. He could either bop this bash or trinket lay. Bop's risky because Purge is right there, but it also just takes the bleeds off. Is he on forbearance? No, I don't think so. Was he? Wait,
Bop was pressed in the very end there, but
he was. What would have been on? Oh, he bopped literally as he died. Yeah, he bopped as he died. That's why he's on forbearance. I was like, I saw forbearance pop up in the last millisecond. It's because he bopped as his last global.
Damn, that's kind of sad, man. That's kind of sad.
Too, during the cast, I don't see any opening on Phoenix Reborn. They have cooldowns, they have trinket, but I was shocked that he didn't just trinket this. I feel like if you don't trinket the bash, you definitely trinket. I mean, I guess you want to greet it on the bash, and then the restun comes in, and it's like, it's a bit fast.
He just greedy, yeah.
Lay there, you have to be really fast to get it off, but I think you just trinket that bash and you just get around the corner and save your lay for later. Even.
That's tough. That's tough.
Obviously, it's easy for us to say, but I feel like that would have been the play. They were so ahead, actually. They were so ahead.
He's probably thinking Incarn comes up. You know, he's looking at his Omnibar, sees Incarn's coming up, and he's like, if I bop here, I'm dead on Incarn or something.
But you can just trinket now.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a trinket.
I definitely think it's a trinket. It's a trinket lay on hands, so in case you get restunned, and then you bop the Incarn later, is what I think. Is that if I was
damn guys, dude, I want to see the Deej Ferrell win. I can't lie. That's such a fun comp. This is a random pick as well.
Yeah.
And it was working, honestly. Like, I mean, that worked.
Yeah, you know, it's all about the greed as well. Like to give.
Now though,
like if you trinket and you just try, like if you trinket
now
instantly as the stun lands, you could get restunned and then have to bop as well. That's what he's trying to avoid. So he wants to trinket the restun, but the damage kind of connected late in the bash, and then the restun connected late as well. And I guess he just he wasn't fast enough, so he just wanted to bop the restun.
Talents? Oh, should we check their builds? We can. AWC.
But it's a high pressure situation.
Companion.
I actually liked the Demon Hunter though.
Yeah, no, it didn't. After the opener, as soon as they were able to actually get on the Paladin.
So Swapsy's playing. Let's see here. Talent tree. Gear wise.
Whoever is actually attacking.
I guess focusing lens, standard stuff.
Is going to be in the position.
Standard gear, focusing lens, versus mastery mix.
From all the games that I've seen so far, it's the same thing in North America. Like Drake is going after Absurge on Paladin more frequently.
Well, I actually have no idea.
For a longer period of time without getting overextended.
Yeah, so I was playing like a very standard build.
So Drive Overload though probably realized.
I think both Ferals was playing like the standard build. Lunar cleave build.
The LE Feral again, because like that.
Send it.
I'm pretty sure you were. You're sure you send it again, not the mage.
I think you send it. You're undefeated with it. Send it.
Okay. Demon Hunter's coming in 100% because that was just.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Phoenix Reborn, they realized the mistake. They shouldn't have picked a big map.
That was the mistake. 100%.
It was a throwaway. They didn't think about the series, how it would play out as far as the draft. That's why it's so important. Like at the last second, they're like,
"All right, now it's ruins."
This, and they picked the melee cleave, and it's like, wait, we should have picked the melee cleave map if we were.
It's gonna be the same match at the beginning, I guess. Yeah.
All the way through. Because now surely they're going to do the same thing. Like they were going to win that game. Like they still had trinket lay. They had a bop.
That's true. Wait, dude. Yo. Wait, that's actually true.
More than trade for that.
I didn't even notice that.
Exchange that was coming in 20 seconds.
Swapsy not playing Primarath.
So yeah, Phoenix Reborn. They're going to stick with it. Feral Demon Hunter. We're seeing compositions that I don't think the AWC has ever seen.
Yeah, there's Swapsy going double tireless energy and no Primarath.
It's been a while.
Honestly, I kind of like that in a way because Primarath is only 12 second uptime, and it can be kind of rough to keep up.
I'm pretty sure they're locked in for top 3 at this point. I don't think anyone else can pass them. Maybe a top 2 contestation with Streamer Zone.
It's between them and Streamer Zone. I mean,
that person like makes it this build that I'm playing right now. Yeah.
Streamer Zone 20 points, and then if Streamer Zone wins their next, I think they're tied.
And that doesn't matter, right? Because they fight each other, right?
No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, 2 and 3 fights each other.
Rights.
Yeah, they don't care.
It's literally just bragging rights.
You just don't want to be 4th because you get Echo. It's the first round, so they're
let's
pretty
go.
happy about that. Obviously, there is money too on the line for the cup this week, and you want to finish strong. They also want more intel, more practice, more games. So going as deep as possible in the tournament.
What up, Sechi? Yo, man.
Like overarching details possibly for them.
All right, guys. If Drive Overload win this, that means that they take the whole thing. Or the whole thing. This whole series.
Ultima has like the most ridiculous run ever or something like that.
Let's see here.
We could see something happening with that, but
we're getting Deej Ferrell again on a small map now.
Match point. It would be a fitting final resting place as it is a cemetery. An excellent map
What up, Lobia? How you doing? Welcome.
All right. Mork for, I was going to say for these orcs, but actually, Elsewave, yeah. No, actually, no. There's no orcs. There's actually no orcs.
Ooh, dude, yo, huge opener on Numbless here, man. Massive damage.
He does use his trinket, drops around the corner, down to 50% HP. Elsewave is just blasting off here, and this is the problem with Ruins as well. They can target Numbless a lot better on this map. TJ getting a lot of bleed damage on the entire team here. Might be an early.
The pressure, man, this opener is insane.
Out here for Houston if Numbless can't recover.
The silence is on. I can link the website.
Flame shock and get a nice recovery, but he's caught up in the Hammer of Justice. He can't bop that. It could
right
be
there.
A bubble, but the darkness is it going to be good enough to play the darkness?
Guys, Numbless.
Oh my goodness, they're actually going to do it. They hold on.
Almost dies, but he does agree the bubble, saves,
pays off, but still,
and lives.
Not looking like a great opener here.
What he's from over rip anyway? Well, like, I mean, if you can spread it on like 2, 3, 4 targets, including pets, it's good overall pressure, and those rips will also proc you bites, right, with the Apex conk. So yeah.
Absolutely falling apart, but now Phoenix Reporter finally getting on the Paladin. JT and the Hammer of Justice. Elsewave and TJ are starting to rot.
It's just good pressure roll if you can cleave effectively on like 2, 3 targets and like a pet or whatever.
TJ gets stunned up. Big blast of damage from Houston. He tries to go for a clone. He gets shut down by Swapsy. Looks like they overlapped kicks though in this position, and JT's in a great spot to survive. TJ jumps over to Numbless. He gets rooted for a moment. He's trying to stay on top of that Paladin. Swapsy's nice. After JT, but he's getting cracked by Elsewave.
Swapsy, guys.
Trades up the survival instincts at 5% health. Full clone.
He's low.
He's greeting it. How is he getting away with this greed? He skins it at 10%. He's just trusting
that
he'll stay alive right now, and he manages to get away with it. The greed is so good for Numbless at the moment, and it seems like Phoenix Reporter having a way harder time actually getting on JT.
Yeah, JT doing a tremendous job with healing right
Oof,
now.
Man.
Managing to keep
also does some trouble.
I say that Elsewave takes a chunk of damage, and Numbless manages to recover.
He's low,
but at the cost of his trinket, and he's going to need to rotate perfectly here.
DJ casting clones
because he's got no way out other than that. But look at Elsewave. He's
triple CC here, guys.
Damage onto him, but
Checking for Houston.
A Hammer of Justice going to slow things down. JT looking for the Searing Glare, slowing down the damage even more. Manages to recover the entire team at that point, and now Swapsy looking for the fresh round of.
I don't know. Like, look at the mana right now.
What are they going to do here? They're going after Numbless. He doesn't want to use his bop. It's his last line of defense.
But this is not going to come down to mana, actually.
And it should be enough here.
The pressure is insane.
Oh,
there's die. Okay.
That is insane.
There we go.
The burst that just came out there.
Jeez.
Bye-bye. Okay. Drive overload. You know what we're saying?
Guys, the Deej Feral does go down. Drive overload.
Absolute
maybe the map was good.
Going into the lower semis.
Yeah, maybe the small map actually worked better for the Feral.
Dude, the Ellie Feral's pumping, man. I like wonder now if Drive is going to play more Ellie Feral.
Okay, they got
after initially changing it to mirror them.
So many times throughout this game.
Yeah, I know, Farmar. Unreal, man, unreal. That was a fun series, though. That was a fun series.
And this Feral Pally meta is just whoever can do more damage to Paladin. Also attack other players as well, but you need to.
Man, there's so many Feral Holy Pala. Yes, it's insane. Like Feral Holy Pala, Shadow Priest, Feral Holy Pala, Ellie. I mean, Mage. DH Burn it too. I mean, Feral Holy Pala right now, man. It's such a good comp.
I want to see
such a good comp, dude.
Like, what is going on?
Big bite and a bigger shock, I think.
Yeah, it was. I just saw Elsewave just popping off in Ascendance, proccing Lava Burst and sending some Earth Shocks. I think he double Earth Shocked him. It must have been a huge Earth Shock. Like,
it's actually late, man.
Like, you blinked and you missed it. Like, look right here.
Oh, prediction. Yeah. Here we go.
That big spike of damage there. That was one Earth Shock. I think
that hit
him for like a
Drive overload.
Earth Shock.
Takes the dub.
And at the same time, TJ
there we are.
Bit him as well.
Yep. He ate dirt.
Kitty's fun. Kitty's fun.
Wow.
It is.
All right, well, that's gonna wrap up that series. 1-3.
Guys,
as you go.
3-1 for Drive overload, just like that.